All right.
She is.
Episode 2, week 8.
Ooh.
How do you want to signal
Two.
8?
Yeah,
Eight.
20. Yeah, that's a bit tricky.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we've decided trying to split their weekly wrap up into a couple of different episodes to hopefully make it a bit easier for everyone to keep track of and to hopefully get them out earlier. So that's why you're seeing this on another day to what we had yesterday. Marty, starting off, Glory League Game of the Week.
Oh no, James, I think that's you.
You're right. No bad. Sorry, I have changed that. You told me about the game though.
I did.
Anyway, at Middleton Grange High School games, the same venue 2 weeks in a row, Lincoln Bulls versus Gators Green. Super tight game the whole way through, 18 ties and lead changes, though Lincoln jumped ahead 68-62 to start the fourth quarter. This is largely on the back of Mr. 20-point LU scholar Ben Hall,
So
who
consistent.
he had 26. Gators, though, they had an 8-0 run, which was started by Barclay Miller, and this who had 19 himself, and that saw them grab the lead. Sort of went back and forth a bit. 84-84 with a 3-second differential between the shot and game clock. Jared Burnett drove into the lane, shot it, couldn't quite make it. Ben Hall very alertly taps it out. Jaden Chan, kick ahead pass to Josiah Williams, who launches this prayer. I think it's pretty safe to say his prayer got answered.
Amazing
87-84
What a finish.
it was. So yeah, if you finish the game with a buzzer-beating shot, that's pretty much guaranteed it's going to make our game of the week, and we might have more than one there. So now it is actually Marty's turn for Marty's Minute.
Very good. Start the clock, James. We'll try and get this minute going. No clock.
No call this week.
Grab that ball there. And face. Keep that rolling. Keep it rolling. My minute's ticking over. Get in here. Right. So today we're going to be talking about active shooting. So when we're refereeing, we need to be aware of when a player gets into their active shooting, because this means they get their 2 free throws when they're shooting the ball. So in this clip here, you can see the players. As soon as a player gathers the ball and goes into their shooting motion, this is when we can put the player on the free throw line. So from the clip here, the players gather the ball, they get fouled on the shot. The player actually travels at the end of this play and then shoots the ball into the basket. So what we do here, because the player was in their active shooting, we can't count the basket because they've illegally travelled after the play, but we can still give them 2 shots because they have started their active shooting. It's important to know that the active shooting finishes when a player returns to the floor. So when we're refereeing, if a player jumps straight up and down for a shot, they're entitled to land in that same position. And if they do get taken out while they're in the air or they haven't landed yet, this is still part of their shooting motion, and they should still get their free throws. Whether it's a 3-point shot, they'll get 3, or if it's a 2-point shot, they get 2. So as referees, we encourage us to, if in doubt, to put the player on the free throw line. The only time we wouldn't is if they've gathered the ball and they drive to the basket, and then at the end, if they pass the ball off, that's when we wouldn't give them free throws, because that's the passing action at the end of the play. But if they go up for it, if they've gathered the ball, taken their steps, and they get hit on the wrist or hit on the arm or anything like that, that's when we'll put them on the free throw line and say, hey, you're in your active shooting, 2 shots. As long as we're consistent with this on both ends, coaches are generally happy. I think, James, you say,
Yes, yeah.
getting those calls right from there. So that's Marty's Minute for this week.
Thanks, Marty. Becca, Sal's NBL.
Sal's NBL. So the Canterbury Rams are currently at 10 for 2.
Or 10 and 2.
Oh, 10 and 2.
10 for 2. Oh.
Take your pick. 10 and 2. With a good win against the Southern Huskies in the weekend. They play now the Mountaineers on Friday at 7 p.m. Then they've got an away game with the Saints on Sunday. So the Rams are now guaranteed to be in the Final Four now, but the seedings is now dependent on the scores from now on.
Oh yeah, so make sure you come down and support them, and then either fly to Wellington to watch them on Sunday or watch the live stream, I believe, 5 p.m. on Sunday for that game.
Very good. And that's the end of episode 2. Great job, great effort.
Good job, good effort.
Yeah, good job, good effort.